In the 1980s, a psychologist named Robert Cialdini did something unusual. He went undercover. He took jobs as a salesman, a fundraiser, a recruiter to study persuasion from the inside. And what he found was almost eerie. No matter the industry, no matter the product, the people who were best at getting a yes were all pulling the same 6 levers. The same 6. These aren't tricks somebody invented. They're built into the wiring of the human brain, which means they're being used on you right now, today, probably several times before this video ends. Let's name all 6, because the moment you can name one, it loses most of its power. Trigger 1. Reciprocity. Someone does something for you, and your brain immediately opens a tab. You owe them. This isn't a flaw. It's the glue that held human tribes together for 100,000 years. But notice how it can be used. The free sample that makes you feel obliged to buy. The unexpected favor that arrives right before a request. The gift you didn't ask for that somehow now sits on your conscience. Most generosity is just generosity. Please don't become someone who suspects every kind act. But when giving consistently flows one direction and always seems to land right before an ask, your brain just got played by its own best instinct. Trigger 2. Social proof. When you're unsure what to do, you look at what everyone else is doing. And again, this is smart. You can't independently verify everything in life, so you borrow the crowd's judgment. The trouble is how easily the crowd can be faked. Everyone's switching to this. Join thousands of others. Nobody else is complaining about this. Notice the move. It's designed to make independent thinking feel unnecessary, or worse, make you feel like the weird one for hesitating. Here's the question that cuts through it every time. Am I actually using this information, or is it being used on me? The crowd is sometimes right, but the crowd can also be manufactured by a single person with a motive. Trigger 3. Scarcity. Here's a fact about your brain that retailers have known for a century. The moment something feels like it's running out, you want it more. Only 2 left. Sale ends midnight. Last chance. And sometimes scarcity is real. Genuinely limited things genuinely are more valuable. But manufactured scarcity is everywhere, and it does one very specific job. It rushes you. It's engineered to make you decide before the slow, careful, rational part of your brain can wake up and weigh in. That urgency you feel, that little spike of now or never, that's not information about the deal. That's the trigger firing. And the cure is almost stupidly simple. Anything genuinely good for you will usually survive you sleeping on it. Trigger 4. Authority. From the time we're small, we're taught to trust the expert, the title, the uniform. And mostly that's wise. You should listen to your doctor over a stranger online. But here's the unsettling part Cialdini found. The brain responds to the symbols of authority, not the substance. A white coat, a confident tone, an impressive title on a card. People will follow instructions from someone who merely looks authoritative, even when the instruction makes no sense. The signals can be borrowed by anyone. So the question isn't, is this person impressive? It's this, is this person actually an authority on this specific thing, in this specific moment? Confidence is not expertise. They just feel the same from the outside. Trigger 5. Liking. This one's almost too obvious to notice, which is exactly why it works. You say yes more easily to people you like. And you like people who are similar to you, who pay you compliments, who feel familiar. Simple. But a skilled persuader can manufacture every one of those. They find your interests and share them back. They compliment the thing you're secretly proud of. They engineer familiarity through repeated friendly contact. So by the time the actual request arrives, you're not weighing it as a request from a stranger. Trigger 6. And this is the most powerful of all, because it turns you into the one applying the pressure. Once you commit to something, even something tiny, your brain works hard to stay consistent with it. Your identity gets involved. Contradicting yourself feels genuinely uncomfortable. So a skilled manipulator never opens with the big ask. They open with a small yes, then a slightly larger one, then a public statement. Each yes is a stake driven into the ground. And by the time the real request comes, refusing it wouldn't just mean saying no to them, it would mean contradicting the person you've already shown yourself to be. The trap was never the final ask. It was the very first, harmless-looking yes you gave months ago. So there they are. Reciprocity. social proof, scarcity, authority, liking, commitment. 6 levers, every one of them legitimate in the right hands and exploitable in the wrong ones. Knowing them doesn't make you immune, they're wired too deep for that. But it gives you something better. A half-second of recognition. That flicker of wait, which one is this? That's the entire game. Most influence, the good and the bad, depends on you never getting that half-second. Next video, gaslighting. Probably the most misused word in psychology right now, and one of the most important to actually understand. Subscribe. This is Mind.